join. Let's see.
Excuse me.
Recording. Oh, it's only us. Okay, so she's not here. Okay, good. Hey, Motherhood Sex Marijuana in the motherfucking building. Oh, she on time. She on time. She on time.
All right. All right, ma'am.
Admit. Yes, we are on time. One time for your mind. Hello, hello.
Alycia.
Alycia is in the building. We gonna get her in and figure this whole shit out.
Green is definitely your color.
I mean, seriously. And
okay.
Oh yes, now you're on the right side up. Yes. Ooh, yes. Melanin popping.
Look at that beautiful smile and that gorgeous hair.
Melanin popping. Yes, baby.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. That was weird. That was very weird. I'm gonna go outside because it's more light out there.
Absolutely.
Do your thing, Queen.
For real, for real. I am glad we got to kick this off. And this is early for us smokers. I'm just going to keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it real. This is early for us smokers here, huh? Because, shit.
Okay.
We be just rolling and thinking about doing stuff right about this time of the day.
Oh, wow. Where are y'all in California?
Okay.
No, we in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Pacific time, so it's like 12:06 here right now.
Yeah, y'all just got it.
You know
I'm from Cali.
Oh,
anytime someone mentions Cali, my ears perk up. I love me some Cali. And where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Okay.
I am from the Big D.
Hi, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Okay. Yes, honey. Come
there we go.
Thank you for finding that light.
Yeah.
And it
I don't know. I had the lights on in the living room, and I guess it just wasn't enough. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we actually discovered, this particular space in my living room as the perfect space for, shooting to, get all the light.
Normally when I do Zoom calls, it's on my phone. And I was like, let me do it from my laptop today just because I want to be a little bit more professional. So.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that. And I just wanted to say something. How did you discover Motherhood Sex Marijuana? I'm very curious to know because we are a budding company, and hey, we're small now, but we're mighty.
Oh yes, let's like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you all came across my Instagram.
Okay.
And actually, I know of you because you're an author. And so I believe that I probably did an author feature on you on my sites. I'm pretty sure it has been done within all this time. So that makes sense for us to be connected. But yeah, I want everybody to know that yes, that this episode is all about us talking to our brand ambassadors, us promoting our brand ambassadors and anything that they do in their, personal life. And from what I know of you, I know you're an author. You've written several books.
Awesome.
You're a breast cancer survivor. Awesome. And we absolutely want to include that because
I was a survivor.
That's right. But cancer.
Well, no, we're going to say are a survivor because we're going to get rid of it again. Just because it returned does not mean that it'll stay. It's gonna disappear for good. We declare it now, and it's gonna happen.
Absolutely, Queen.
Absolutely. And we want you to talk about us. Great. I mean, talk about your perspectives on motherhood, sex, marijuana, and definitely tell us about your books and everything about you.
Well, I love the concept because it speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Like motherhood, sex, marijuana, it all is tied together. Because if you're a mother, single mother, married, whatever the case may be, and you're still trying to manage or balance your sex life with your children, and then if you have other aspects going on in your life, such as depression or anxiety or anything like that, that you need cannabis intake to help with that, then it all ties in together. Because I feel like being a single mom, you gotta smoke because you just had them days where you be like, you know what, I'm gonna have to step back for a minute and get myself together. Because if not, we gonna have some problems.
Okay.
We're real
Real
people.
talk.
We're whole ass people with real emotions and traumas ourselves. And that's
Yes.
one thing that I've had to like look at myself and forgive myself for passing on certain things to my children. But now that I'm aware, I cannot use that as a excuse anymore. And my question to you, Alycia, is have you ever had a moment where you regretted taking a certain discipline with your child or any one of them? Because I know I have,
I
but I'd
know.
like to hear you.
I won't say like my oldest son today is his birthday. He turned 21.
Happy
Ooh,
birthday.
Happy birthday,
So,
son.
you know, we kind of talk about, you know, him growing up, the little things that he did, you know, like, why would you even do that? You know, he's like, Mom, we all gonna do it just to see if we can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not thinking about the consequences at the time. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
let me try it, see if I can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then when he figured out he wasn't gonna get away with it, he's like, I'm not doing that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Twins, on the other hand, they try my gangster still. Hey,
Twins, you said?
Huh?
Twins, you said?
Yeah, I have twins, a boy and a girl. They are 17. They are still,
Damn.
yeah.
Your shit's expensive.
Indeed.
Girl. And I got a boy and a girl, so it ain't like I could dress them
Right.
like and
Right.
I had to buy one of everything.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's how that goes. Wow. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 total.
Okay.
Yeah, I have just the 3. The twins did it. That was
Well, it sounds well. At least you know
yeah. She was like, you
the
just told me
17 and
you don't have
the.
triplets. So I was like, oh no, never mind.
I mean,
Wow.
they sound grown though, so at least you're not dealing with the coronavirus homeschooling fuck shit.
Well, my daughter is the only one that came to Texas with me. Her brother stayed in Oklahoma.
Okay.
He was living at the time. So my daughter's doing her senior year online. She's like, you know, forget it. I'm gonna just do it online, get it over with. Her brother, he wanted to stay in Oklahoma because he wanted to graduate from his high school. So they go 1 day a week on campus, and then the rest is virtual. So they were going twice a week, and then they done had 3 outbreaks at the school. So now they done put them down to 1 day a week, and then the rest of the week is virtual. And that's basically we just playing it by ear to see if it's gonna go all virtual or if they're gonna add another day for them to go back on campus.
Gotcha. So he's doing the hybrid thing more or less. Yeah. Wow, interesting how school is so different. Excuse me. I was just thinking about that the other day because I have children too, and everybody except for 2 are online.
Oh wow.
Just the two little ones are just too little, but it's like, I fucking hate this, you know? And what's the point? Because I'm looking over the curriculum, like, you have a Zoom call in 30 minutes. You have this, I mean, you have a fraction of the work that I remember it being for them, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's a breeze. So it's like, okay, what is this school system anyways? If it just seems like it can be condensed to this. And how do I supplement for them? Because they're not getting, there's definitely still a deficiency with the education that they're getting, even more so now. And I don't like it. And I wish I was more like teacher, natural. Like I wish I was more of a natural teacher. I'm not. I'm more like, hey, follow suit. This is how we doing it. Catch up. And that's helped me in some ways with them in terms of like, I'd say if I'm trying to teach them like business, you know, or how to like file some papers for me or like how to do shit like that. That's probably when it works. But because we're all wired so differently, my kids need way more than 45 minutes total of education.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel just like her as far as this virtual shit. And it's worse, I say, for me because my 5-year-old is in kindergarten and she's doing kindergarten on virtual school. And it's like, she still doesn't understand that the computer is not a TV, and I really got to sit and follow instructions. And this man that is speaking to me, I gotta listen and do what he say. You know what I mean? So I gotta be sitting there next to her, telling her, yo, get up, do this, yo, do, you know what I mean? Say
like
ABC like he was, sing, all that shit, you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? Yo, if she was in the building, she would understand that yes, that this is real school, but in the house, it's easy to just be like, and vegetate on this shit, you know what I mean? And although I don't want them to go to school every day, I really wish it was at least 2 days a week. Like, come the fuck on. Like, I need a break. Ain't nobody asked me to be no fucking teacher. Ain't nobody trained me to be no motherfucking teacher. And how I teach and how you teach is two different teaching. You know what I mean? Because there was a part in the class when she was doing something and she was doing it wrong, and I'm telling her she's doing it wrong, and I realized that the teacher can hear me because the shit wasn't on mute, and then he put her on mute and shit, and I was just like, okay, all right, so now, this could be a situation where the teacher could be feeling some kind of way based on how I'm talking to my child, and I'm gonna be looking at this thing, and if he did, and I do live in a state where, the teachers will call your house and be like, oh, I saw something, I felt like your child was, bitch, fuck out of my house. You didn't ask my motherfucking permission. Right. The fuck?
Right. So it does, I do have there's just huge opportunity, I think, for us as parents to just create our whole curriculum. Shout out to Derek Grace and family. They are, they're all over the internet. You've probably seen him, but it's a individual who is an entrepreneur. He's very big on homeschooling. He created curriculum for his own kids, and he sold it and made a game of it. And now he's on the Forbes list. So this family is incredible. His name is Derek Grace, and his whole family, they're just awesome. And they know how to work a strap and all of that. They know how to protect themselves. So I think we need to do like Mr. Derek Grace and just fuck their whole curriculum. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, do the bare minimum what they have, but don't depend on that solely, because we can't. It's full of shit. It's just little virtual classes here and there.
Yeah, they're not. I have my niece is in kindergarten. She just started, and they're not even really doing virtual. Like, my sister has to go pick up her packet every week and then bring it home and help her do the packet and then take the packet back. And then you get a new packet the next week.
Yeah. Oh, wow. She might as well make her own motherfucking packet.
Yep.
Save the gas.
Oh, wow.
Print that shit off the internet, tell them the basic ass shit, and then have them have some real life situations.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my daughter. Like, she's telling me, she's only got so many classes, but I was like, they not teaching y'all nothing. I was like, they teaching y'all the bare minimum to get y'all to college. I said, when you get to college, that really
freezing up.
I said, that's where you're going to get your Black history classes. I said, that's where you're going to learn more about the stuff that we just talk about on a daily basis.
Right.
I said, honey, you're not going to get to the college. I said, they're not going to teach y'all that in high school because they don't want y'all that awake. I was like, because
thank you. No, they don't. And so it's our job to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know what? Also, we need to talk about sex at some point. So I'm usually the one to initiate sex in my real life, and so I'm gonna do it here too. What?
Well, let's just say I just got out of a relationship.
Okay.
So I'm getting back. My sisters told me, they were like, you got lost there for a minute. We need you to come back. We was like, we don't know what happened. But I was like, oh, okay. And I came to the realization, like, you can't settle. You can't settle for nothing in life. You can't settle when it comes to sex. I don't care how much you love somebody. If they are not putting it down like you need to get put down, then either y'all need to have a mutual conversation and say, okay, look, this is what keeps doing it for me. I got to find somebody else. So I'm like, I'm 40 years old. My sex drive is already high.
Yes, like, I'm sure it is.
I'm not receiving.
Cheers to that.
What I feel like I should have, I'm gonna have an attitude. Like, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You're a whole lot of real woman.
Man, listen, and this is about being honest too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Like I tried
at the end of the day,
I was like, hey, why don't you start working out? You know, build your stamina up, you know, because I know working out helps with your stamina. So I was like, maybe you should work out. And plus, he was getting a little heavy. It was like, come on now. Like, I need more. Like, if I'm taking care of myself, I need you to take care of yourself if you want this to work. And yeah, I couldn't do it.
Well, I'm thankful that you were very honest about it. That takes a lot of balls. Well, that takes a lot of guts, you know, to do that.
Indeed.
Well, I feel like at this age, there's no reason for us to lie about it or try to sugarcoat it and be like, oh, it'll get better. I don't have time for it to get better. I need it to be better now.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, if you were honest enough to say, listen, I want this to work, but I need you to do certain things in order for it to work. You know what I mean? And a lot of you, and just you making suggestions, it just says that you care. You know, talking about, you know, exercising, maybe, you know, taking some supplementals, anything that you were suggesting was your way of saying, I'm trying to work with you to make this better. And if you kind of just ignore any of my requests, then we might as well end this relationship, because it's either that or I'm gonna go out and cheat. And if I'm gonna go out and cheat, I'd rather just end it here and then go do what I need to do, because life is short. And pleasure is not something that you should, you know, no matter what it is, whether it's your goal to, you know, to be better in your career and life for kids, whatever it is, the time is of the essence. You can't waste any minute.
And we should definitely be pleasuring ourselves. So what's your preferred way to pleasure yourself?
I have something called a bullet. I know what a bullet is.
Effective, classic, versatile. I hope it's silicone based.
Yeah, that's perfect. My bullet is my best friend.
Gets to the point. Zap that clit right up.
We ain't worried about, we ain't got to go all in a circle. We ain't got to do no. Mm-hmm. She gets right there.
Spot right on the top.
I love it.
I go to sleep.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Travel. It's a great travel partner.
Yes. Like,
it's great.
Mine is it's like, it looks like, if you look at it, you don't really know what it is.
Good.
But if it's somebody around me, they'd be like, you got that in your purse? Yeah. Like, I might go somewhere after this. I don't know, but
exactly. I might need a nut in the bathroom after I have my dinner. I'm
reinforcements,
just so I don't have to fuck
self-care.
Him. I'll, you know, fuck myself.
I'm done. I don't need no help.
I love it.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And that right there, listeners, is the key. We are in charge of our own orgasms, whether we're in relationships or not.
Yep.
And get that nut out. It releases the endorphins.
It releases that stress.
I'm telling you, I be telling people all the time, if your mate got an attitude with you half the time, that's because you're not dicking her down right. Like, she ain't probably busted a good nut in months because she don't want to hurt your feelings by going and doing something else. So she's just sticking it out and she's not happy. Like, you think she's arguing with you because you left the water on. No, nigga, no water's coming out of her.
Exactly.
Well said.
She got
great analogy.
She got dry ass pussy instead of wet ass pussy. Right. And dry ass pussy is no good.
No, mama, don't do it.
No bueno.
No
bueno.
The men, they need to realize, like, if she got an attitude, I promise you, there is a legitimate reason.
There's a legitimate reason. Like, there's a legitimate thing that will get rid of that attitude.
Absolutely. Take that edge off.
Absolutely. Now, of course, I want to talk about your, not your, I don't want to say the journey, but I just want to talk about basically you know, how it's affecting you in life, how you're dealing with it, and if cannabis is helping you as far as your breast cancer. Because I feel, honestly, one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, because when I first had my first mammogram, I'm telling you that I walked in there and within seconds, I saw like them telling me I had cancer. I saw them taking my breast away. I saw just my life just going, just everything just disappearing right in that one moment. And my whole brain just sent me into a paranoia that I started crying and just bawling like, I mean, for real, like I panicked immediately for the first fucking time. And it wasn't until I left the place that I felt better. You know what I mean? And then when I got the results and saying everything was okay, I was just like, okay, I feel better. But it's just like that has been a panic in my head forever.
I never imagined when I first got diagnosed at 36, never crossed my mind that I would have breast cancer. You know, I felt the lump. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get checked out. Well, when I go have the mammogram done, they're like, oh, we found another lump. So I got 2 lumps now, left side of my breast. They do the biopsy. And I mean, I am literally going about my life, going to work, taking my kids to school. We going to basketball practice, softball practice, everything. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, I got what? No, like this is not. And at that moment, like I was confused, but it hadn't really been. And I don't think I really got the real full effect of it until I got my breast removed.
Whoa. Yeah, I think her internet is. Hopefully it'll come right back. Oh shit. Yeah, her internet is fucking up. Damn, yo. Damn.
What horrible time to freeze up.
Yo, horrible time to freeze up. Never mind. Never mind. That is some crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't even know what to do about it right now. Okay. Okay. So she'll chip in. She'll chip right back in. We'll see it.
Oh my.
But yo.
Some good weed, by the way.
No doubt, man. Yo.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine.
I can't even imagine, because I tell you, yo, real talk. I saw it, and it was like, and literally every mammogram after that, every single mammogram after that, I literally, wait, why does it say privately? Oh, well, that's to send her a message, okay. But no, every single time I had a mammogram afterwards, I would get that paranoia again, but then I would remember that my last year's results was okay. So that would calm me down and not to go into that paranoia again. But yo, that shit is scary as fuck to think about. Scary as fuck to think about, you know what I mean? And it's like, and you want to know you're healthy. You want to know, you know, so you go to the doctor, you take these tests, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you get diagnosed with something, it's like, yo, now I gotta dive into these, you know, pharmaceuticals, or I gotta figure out a healthy, natural way to get to keep myself, healthier, or it's just like it's a whole new animal.
Dang, I would rather just be like, I have perfect health. I have perfect health.
You know what I mean? But
oh shit,
you know what I mean? That is that's the knowledge that you want to walk with on a daily basis. Yes,
regardless of if that's the actual, because I think then you will just attract that.
You know, absolutely.
And I'm glad you reversed that fear. Because
oh yeah, because I mean, it was serious. It was serious. I walked in there and I fucking panicked out. I fucking panicked out, yo. Literally.
Alycia.
I admit, I panicked the fuck out, and it's like I saw it, and you don't want to be seeing, you don't want to feel like that. You know what I mean?
We are so glad you're back.
The wind is blowing out here, and I think it blew my internet connection, which I hate it. But I'm sorry. But I wasn't really aware of it. And so by like my second or third treatment, I didn't eat for like a whole week. Like I had no appetite. I was either throwing up or I had diarrhea. Like I literally hadn't had any food in my system. And a friend of mine, he was like, "Why are you not smoking?" And I was like, "No." I was like, I ain't really, big on the marijuana smoking. He was like, "That's the only way you're gonna be able to eat." I was like, "Are you serious?" And so like I smoked in high school, but after that, I was like, I don't even know how to roll a blunt no more. He was like, "Don't worry about it." So like he rolled me like 10 blunts for like a whole week. And he was like, "When you wake up in the morning, smoke." He's like, "Then you'll be able to eat breakfast." He was like, "Go to work. When you come home from work, smoke again so you can eat something for dinner and it'll help you go to sleep." Changed my life.
Word up.
Whoa.
I was like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" And so it helped me during my chemotherapy where I was like, all right, I'm cool, because they give you a nausea medicine, but the nausea medicine causes insomnia. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sick to my stomach, but my ass is sitting up all night. So this is not helping me. So being able to smoke helped with the nausea. It helped me be able to sleep. So this time around, we had a game plan. Like I sat down with my sisters, and my homeboys, and I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Like the day first treatment, Friday morning, woke up, smoked the blunt. My sister made me some brownies. So like I took a piece of the brownie with me so I could eat it during my treatment. Got home, smoked again. I'm good. I've been able to eat. I've been sleeping. I woke up this morning with a little bit of nausea, but that was about it. I had some crackers, had me some 7-Up, and I'm like, all right, I'm good now. So it's like we have a game plan now on how this is going to help me to where I don't endure all of the side effects that I endured before. And I'll tell anybody, if you are on any type of treatment, dialysis, chemo, you're going to have to do it. It's the best thing for you. You might not want to smoke. Okay, cool. Get somebody to make you some food. I got a homegirl now. She does like menus of infused food, like chicken Alfredo, meatloaf, nachos.
That's what's up.
If you don't want to smoke it, you can eat it.
That's what's
up.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
So
okay.
To help, that's what you need to do. It's better than being in misery. It's better than just being like, oh God, this can't be the end. Because it's not. There's so much more. And I love the fact of you all's platform, Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, because that entails too with having cancer. Like your sex life is affected. Like being a parent is affected because my daughter is now, I'm like, hey, can you fix me some breakfast? The roles are sometimes going to be reversed because I'm going to need help. Right. And so, being, you always want to be that mother, like you just, hey, that's my job. That's what I got to do. But when you yourself are in a position where you need somebody to mother you, then, okay, now the tables are turned. So it all entails, it all comes in one. Like, even now, I know like dating is going to be hard because when I first start talking to a guy, I'm not just going to blurt out, hey, I got breast cancer. No, I'm sorry, I'm not. Like, right. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. And then if, we go on a date, then I'll be able to say, hey, so this is what's going on with me and my life, and, guys, oh, it's cool. I got you. I support you. That's all good and dandy until you see with my clothes off and you realize I only got one breast. And then it's a reality check that this is real. Like, if you hear, you hear. If you're not, I can't fault you for that, I totally get it. But I'm coming to you as a woman telling you this is how I am. You know, it doesn't change how I am mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You know, the only thing that's different is physical.
This is such a great episode.
There we go.
There we go.
Yes. This is
wow, what an empowering story. I must say. That is crazy.
But at the same time, it definitely needs to be heard.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate the fact that you appreciate us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the foundation of motherhood, sex, marijuana is real women that love and take care of our children.
Yes.
Will kill a blood clot boy and girl for the picnic them. And tell our boy, say, yes, I dare you. Yes. Yeah. And yes, yes, we have sex. We have beautiful sex. We want to continue to have beautiful sex.
Yes.
We don't want to have no more kids, though. We don't want to have no more kids.
I'm out. I'm done.
We out that business. We closed that shop a long time ago. Yes.
Not all of us.
Well, not all of us has closed the shop. But see, some of us are younger than, because she's 30, she's 37, right?
I'm no spring chicken, but shit.
I'm 48. No more children around here. But motherhood is important.
I already told my
life.
kids.
You know what I'm saying? Having sex is important in our life, and yes, the good ganja is quite important in our life. Just because
we are it.
Now for you, it's important because it allows you to live, and you know what I mean. So is it legal in your state, or do you got the weed man?
It's not legal yet in the state of Texas. It's legal in Oklahoma. And so I have connections in both states.
Okay.
I have people that are able to go to the dispensaries in Oklahoma and say, hey, I got you, blah, blah, blah. We're going to roll through this weekend. I'm like, all right, bet. But, I have people here in Texas that are like, hey, what do you need? Like, are you good?
That's what's
I can just tell them, hey, I need this, and they're like, all right, we got you. So, like I said, I got my people with the food. I'm going to start on that probably after my second treatment, because that's when it really will start kicking in. And so I told her, I was like, go on and make me something. Just, I don't care, as long as I can eat it.
That's what's up.
And based on, and I'm assuming based on your, on your condition that you could get a medical card your damn self. I mean, it's easy as pie from what I heard. We have it here in Seattle. We have it all recreational, but it's all recreational. Girl, it's a store up the street.
And that, man, I hope that changes across the nation, that people are able to enjoy that same luxury and privilege, really. I think that if you do have a medical situation with the proper permit or whatever, you can grow more plants. I think that's the only difference, but we do have it at our disposal. And I would love for the chance for us to smoke with you, Queen.
Yes, that's why I said I'm gonna have to come up there.
Definitely.
Girl,
I love to travel, so I've only been to Seattle once.
Okay.
That's when I was in the military. And it was right before I got ready to go to Alaska. We had to stay the night in Seattle, and then we flew to Alaska. And I loved it. I think it's a beautiful place. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this place is amazing.
It's gorgeous.
I'm gonna have to come back. So yes, that's on the list.
Yeah.
Oh yes, come through, absolutely.
Please.
And we love the fact that you decided to be on the team as a brand ambassador. You know what I mean? Because we absolutely, we need the help to promote this brand, and and we also want to promote your book. So, and anything you do. So, because I saw that you're also a brand ambassador for. Are you a brand ambassador for a breast cancer organization too?
Yeah. Yeah,
Really? Which
just got
one?
on board with them. It's a workout line called FNX. I'm an ambassador for them. I did a photo shoot to like I had got a tank top and their sports bras, and their sports bras were so comfortable, like not even having a breast, like it's still, you know, workoutable. Like it's like I'm not pulling on it or trying to fix myself. It's like once you know, and I felt like, hey, let me get out here and do this. And it was just like, now.
We might have to just do audio for this video. For this one. I don't know. It's definitely, it's her internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
I had to move.
Wow. How fascinating of a story. Fascinating story. And thank you so much, truly. Thank you for being a part of this movement. Motherhood, sex, marijuana, it's all of us. And I do want to thank Kai as well for really pushing for breast cancer awareness, because I believe in a lot of charities. I'm sure we all do. I personally have I have a lot of family that has suffered from cancers, variety, not breast cancer in particular. Knowing you now, it's personal for me. It was personal for her because she had known of you before I did. So
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, sis, for really, I mean, this is heartwarming that we have this empowering story. We're about to sell merch. We are actually starting to sell our merch,
Yes.
and we are going to be contributing to the cause. Why not your organization? If it's some you like a real one, I'm gonna be real. That Susan Komen shit, I heard about that fraud. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when you said like give $1 to whatever the Red Cross, you don't know where the fuck it's going, to be real.
Yep.
But if you are specifically involved in it, as she felt, right, and this is an organization that you know is legit, why not? We can cut them a check as far
And
as
I tell people
goes.
that's why I said look into your city, because there's in Oklahoma there's a center called the Mahoney Center, where basically when people do things in the city, the money goes there.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay,
there we
there we
go.
go. But yeah, it's more it's just it helps more. Like Susan G. Komen, they help more with the research. They're more on the finding the cure. It's not helping people who already have it. Like
Right.
it's not giving like a financial gift to help with your rent or your utilities because you haven't really got
That's where
work.
we should make the impact. And
Yeah,
thank you
like
for
there's
helping
stuff
me.
I've had to go, like when I was in Oklahoma, I had to reach out to the smaller organizations that were there so they could adhere to my needs, you know? And so, yeah, these big ones, American Cancer Society, it's not for it's for them trying to find a cure. That's basically where all that money is going for. It's for medications. It's not helping the patients right then and there. And so that's why you dig deeper into your smaller organizations and say, hey, what do you guys need help with? Like it's even going to like one of your local cancer centers and saying, hey, we want to make little love packages for people who are newly diagnosed.
I love
You
that.
know, You see what I'm saying? You put like just a little thank you note in there, put a pair of socks,
A
you know,
positive.
something positive to let them know that, hey, you can get through this. Or even have something when they ring the bell, have like a congratulations bundle for them, you know, and say, hey, congratulations, you beat this. This is our gift to you.
That's right.
And
I love that. That's what's up.
awesome.
It's more intimate, you know, instead of it being a big organization, you see that somebody really does care and somebody is really like, okay, I'm rooting for you, you know, because it could be a day that you're not feeling too well and you come across your little box that you got for motherhood, sex, and marijuana, and it's got a little note in there, and that helps uplift your day. You know, it's the little thing. It's not. It don't have to be nothing big. So, me and my sisters are thinking of. I'm part of a organization that sells wine called One Hope Wine, and all of their wines is for a charity, and you can make your own charity. Like as long as you have your 501c, like I can add somebody and that's their charity. And so whenever somebody gets that bottle of wine, 10% of that is going to go towards your charity.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I told my sister once I beat this, I was like, I'm really going to go forth with getting wine, like the little bitty wine bottles. It comes like 6 or 4 in a pack. And I'm going to put them in little bundles. So when these women ring the bell, that's going to be their celebratory champagne or wine.
That's what's up.
For beating it. And
we
so,
should have a joint. Let's partner up with you. We need to have like a little joint or something. It ain't bad. You're just giving it.
Yes. Something. I feel like if I didn't put a Rice Krispie treat on there.
Right. Oh, there you go.
Enjoy. You know?
That is beautiful.
I feel like it's gotta go. It's gotta go more in depth to be more out of depth.
Right.
You know, you see what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, all y'all organizations are out it helping me. How is it helping the next person? Like, what is it really doing?
Right.
So,
true that.
Because I actually found, when I did like a Google search, I found like 5 Black breast cancer organizations that literally, do things to help women. And so basically I went based on that. But that idea of actually finding a place where we live at, and making little gift baskets that would have something to do with us, and have a little note for motherhood, sex, marijuana. That is a way better idea. Oh, hell fucking yeah.
And then the donating or proceeds to her organization, because like monetary donations, because we're not able to give y'all joints, I guess, in that state. I guess that's where we're crossing federal situations or whatever. But we can still partner up and do something positive. That's where we would love to do that. And that feels good. You know what I mean? And hey, I mean, I don't even give a shit to get the credit. I just want to know that it's actually impacting and having a specific, like that love packet. That's brilliant. I am working on a 501c3 status myself for I Deserve Bliss. And what we were doing when we were fucking with Seattle's in Northgate, there's this like community center. We had partnered up with them, and we were doing self-love dinners where we would come and we would have a potluck pretty much and just talk about how much we love and how we fly, and we would listen to music, and that's it. That's it. And no one had to worry about anything because the food was provided by the organization. We just called it a potluck. And so you get that feeling like you're going to a family eating to feel good. I had to stop shortly thereafter because I got my kids. I'd gotten 3 of my girls, and I just had to focus on that. And I've never regretted that, because it always starts in the home now, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I was working on my home front, but I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to sponsor self-love dinners especially once I can get funding. I'm going to attack these grocery stores and shit and pitch that whole thing. But also doing hygiene packets for those who, because our target is underserved women who have experienced domestic violence or sexual trauma, specifically, and their families. So what does that mean? It can mean that we have these self-love dinners that you can come to, right? It means you can get free sex toys or whatever, depending on what it is, because my other business is sex toys. You feel me?
Okay.
But I'm just going to be donating to my right.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we also want to do these hygiene packets, because shit like shampoo and wipes and sanitizer, that shit's expensive. So why not? If you're transitioning, if mama's living in her car right now, you need some wipes to keep clean. It will entail that. It will contain some lotions, shit like that, specific things. Now we move it on to love packages for people who are experiencing cancer or in any form, whatever. And then if we want to make a deep impact, what does that mean to us? What is the mission statement behind that? I'm very big on the mission and the vision, and then the impact, and also looking at what the impact does. You know, that's usually how when you ask for money from government funds, for example, you know what it is. You got to account for where that money goes.
Yeah.
So I think that we're onto something so great. It'll be such a pleasure to donate to your specific organization, right? That will go towards a woman or anyone who's suffering with it. So to know that they're not suffering alone. A lot of people are going through a lot of financial loss. Some people don't qualify for unemployment. Those funds can go towards something like that, the greatest need. How dope is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about, yo.
Indeed.
Really,
and big ups to you. It sounds like you're well informed. It's with regards to your situation, and I think that you're a great spokeswoman for just empowerment in general and overcoming trauma. It doesn't have to be labeled to shit, you know. You're just so empowering. You're glowing through the fucking internet, and the devil is trying hard to keep us from talking for some reason.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Now let's talk about your books. How many books have you written?
I just finished my 11th book.
Dang! You and Kai, it's like, where the fuck do y'all get the time?
Yes, honey.
Girl.
Jesus.
I first got published in 2014.
Wow.
And that publisher didn't work out, so I moved on to another publisher.
Okay.
And then 2018, I decided to self-publish. So I took all of my books down. I had all my book covers remade to go off what I wanted them to be.
That's right.
And I do everything. I type my books, I format my books, I edit my books. The only thing I don't do is the covers. I have a lady out of California named Renee Luke that I got hooked up with, and she's been doing my covers ever since. They do album covers for people out in California. So she's on my team.
That's what's up.
But I write just, I try to set days, especially when I'm off. I'll tell myself, okay, I'm gonna write 10,000 words today while I'm off. And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna do it all in one time. Like I can do it like 2,000-3,000 words, then I'll stop, take a break, go back to it. But the goal within that 24 hours is to write 10,000 words. I have my sporadic moments. I keep my laptop by my bed. I wake up in the middle of the night and I got a scene that I got to get out. Then I'm going to get up and type it up, and then I just put it wherever I feel like it needs to go. So the new book is called Love, Enough is Enough. It is a murder mystery.
Oh, shit.
It's about I love killing people. If you never
so do
read my books, I love killing people. It's something about it. So, this is my third murder mystery. I got 2 murder mysteries and a suspense thriller, but
I fucks with Alycia. I fucks with you heavy. I'm just loving everything that you're saying, my queen.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So this story is about it's a group of siblings. They went through some hard times growing up. They finally end up reconnecting as they become adults. And the sisters are in these relationships that they're giving their all, they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing, you know, putting their men on pedestals, and they getting fucked over. And so it comes a point in the time where enough is enough. Like, I'm not gonna keep doing this with you. And yeah, some people had to die, but I mean, it is what it is.
Lord,
the axe has to flow. I'm saying, heads off. Heads off.
Lord,
you gotta go, buddy.
Gotta go.
So yeah, I'm really excited.
You sadist, you.
Oh yeah, I'm one to put on Facebook. I'll tell people all the time, don't make me mad. It's not what you want to do, because you're gonna end up in a book. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna end up in a book with a bullet or sliced throat or something, and I'm not gonna
chopped up in pieces and shit.
Yeah. I'm good for that.
Okay, as it should.
I love this. Well, her books make me horny, and I was in her books, but she only.
I've written erotica too. I have a 3-book erotica series.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I ventured out and I did a whole 3-book series. It's the Dominant series.
Oh, nice. Jesus.
Oh yeah, y'all would love that. Oh God, y'all would love that.
Nice.
Right.
I'm assuming all your books are on Amazon, or do we got to go to your website?
It's on Amazon. It's called, the first book is Elite Circle of Dominance. The second book is Secret Circle of Dominance. And then the last book is Dominance versus Dominance. So the first book is about the guys. The second book is about the girls. And then basically the third book is basically who's going to come out on top, the male.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, those are all books that everybody got to check out. Most certainly got to check out. And
yes, check her books out. Check her books out too, yo. Put the links up in there, ladies. Let us know.
We're going to get all the links, definitely.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Now, as far as being our brand ambassador.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, how you like it so far? Like,
I love it. I love like the whole. My favorite right now was when y'all did the podcast in Times Square. Like, that was like, I was like, oh, we changing the game on this one. I said, okay. I loved it. I loved the whole
New York, man.
I was just like, what? I was like, oh yeah, see, that's something I've never seen before done. And the way y'all did it was just so gangster and so suave. Like, it's just like the whole concept was just like right there in all of that. And I was like, you know what? I fucks with you.
Nice.
We fucks with you too.
Nice,
like for real.
Nice, yo. I mean, real talk. We had a great fucking time in New York, and we didn't. And first of all, I mean, yes, when we went to Times Square, my whole thought was like, yo, fuck that. We gonna smoke some fucking where down here. Some fucking weird.
I wasn't worried.
And our lucky asses walked past chicks that was, there was a whole crowd of chicks sitting there smoking. And the police station was about maybe 5 steps away.
But they were behind a bush too. If you think
was
out in the open.
No, but they were still, the police station was
right there. She right.
The way.
She right.
And police was standing right there. So I was like, oh, okay, this defund police shit is working in our favor. Let's sit down.
Because they were not there.
This defund police shit is working in our favor. We gonna sit down and we gonna smoke. And then to bump into the fucking the sex worker protest, we was like, what the fuck?
It was so empowering.
Like, yo, this
Buzz
is
the
real.
police, defund the police,
like,
put it back up in the communities that need it the most. That's what it boils down to. I can't wait to get trillions of dollars myself.
Yeah.
And a whole security team, because they're gonna try to kill my ass, you know it. But hey, before that, I'm going out with a bang. I don't give a shit. I'm fearless. So is this bitch, and so is that bitch. We are queens. We are fearless.
Indeed. But that New York trip was just, it was everything.
So dope. Thank you so much.
So we absolutely shoot, you know what I mean?
Good time.
We recommend anybody to go to NYC and do it right now. Fuck it. Do it right now if you must. Do it.
Do it.
You know what I mean? But But yes, and then this whole we started this whole brand ambassador thing. I really actually took it from me being a brand ambassador for Sugarfoot Shoutique. So I just
Shout
was
out
like,
Sugarfoot Shoutique, excuse me.
yeah, Sugarfoot Shoutique is hard to say it.
Sugarfoot,
especially if you high. But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I bit the whole idea, and I was just like, what we plan to do is just have women just like us, you know what I mean? Just to be, if they got a social media platform, just post about us once a week, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we want them to be part of the team as well as, as part of the movement, so that, that you are an intricate part of this movement, and as we grow, you'll grow, you know what I mean? Right now, we don't have, a payroll to give anybody, you know what I mean? But we working on that, you know what I mean?
I feel like if it's a movement, you ain't got to worry about no money.
It'll come.
Therefore, you're reaching the different platforms and the different people that you're trying to get on that higher level that's willing to pay you. And I feel like that's what it's all about, especially with being a brand ambassador. Because I could be a brand ambassador for you and somebody has heard about you, but they don't really know in depth of what it is. So then they see me and they say, oh, okay, so what's this about? Okay, now we got another stepping stone, because it might be somebody else that's come along on my path that can also help them where they get to. So now they got this little step ladder, and they're like, okay, well, let me go back here and say, hey, thank you for this person. What can I do to contribute to your cause? Or what can I do to help you get to where you want to get? It's not necessarily always about money. It's about who you know or who's going to help you get there.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Well said, and very true, in fact.
Absolutely. So that's why a lot of people ask me, like, well, why do you do what you do? Everything I do is for a networking process. I write books. Yes, I'm model. Yes, I'm a speaker. Yes, I'm a brand ambassador, because at some point, everything that I do is going to come full circle in conversation.
Word.
It's not just about, it's like, oh, wait, you write books too? I always talk, if I go to a fashion event, people are always like, I've seen you, but I thought you write books. And I'm like, I do write books. And then we get to talking about that. And, so it's just a networking tool. It's a process. I love every single thing that I put my heart in. I love being an author. I love being a model. I love being a speaker. I love being a brand ambassador, because anything that I put myself into, I'm going to put in 110% or however much I can at that time to give for that organization or for myself. Because every day I'm branding me.
Right.
Ain't nobody brand me but me. So
exactly.
Shout out Alycia. Dope as fuck.
And that's the whole purpose of this conversation. Promoting us, we promoting you. One hand wash the other, both hand wash the face. And the faces look clean and beat. Oh, clean and beat, bitch. Clean and beat, bitch. Oh,
in the glow. It's definitely real.
Well, yes, honey. Yes.
But do you all have any more questions for me? I'm sorry, I have a photo shoot at 4.
Yeah, I know that's what I was
away.
about to say. I know that you are a busy girl and you got to get to your photo shoot. And I looked at the time and was like, okay, it's about 3:00 her time. And she did have a photo shoot at 4. We need to end this soon. But yes, girl, but we are so happy that we get to do this. We want to do this with all the other brand ambassadors, of course.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
we gotta have like a powwow, like a whole group.
Indeed,
we do.
Indeed. We want to get that. You know what I mean? It hasn't. The other girls haven't come through yet, but we gonna work it out, and we glad that we gonna get this on. This is gonna be another episode on the show too. So you know what I mean? Oh, hell yeah.
Alycia, I have one more question, though. I love you too. We love you too.
What's that?
Or not a question, in fact, but please, what is the best advice that you could give somebody right now who would want to give up her life and everything? That one that needs a friend right now that feels lonely as fuck, what would you tell her?
Baby girl, listen. Life is what you make it. Don't let life make you. You can do and be and go and say whatever the fuck you want to, because it's all about you. Don't worry about what nobody else got to say. Don't worry about what other people is doing. Don't worry if somebody is ahead of you where you think you should be. Don't stress on that, boo-boo, because your time is gonna come. Everybody's time is different. We all ain't supposed to fall in line at the same time. It's supposed to be different for a reason. Because when it's your time to shine, then all the light need to be on you. It don't need to be on somebody else that was before you or that's gonna come after you. So live for you. You might have kids, you might have a spouse, but honey, if you're not loving yourself individually, then you ain't never gonna be able to prosper everything else around you. So love you the best way that you know how to love you.
Indeed. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you for your time, honey. Thank you for your time. We appreciate
it.
It was such a pleasure speaking to you. And we're gonna let you get to your photo.
All right, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, honey.
Bye, boo.
All right, now motherhood, sex, marijuana, the motherfucking building, bitch.
Alycia.
Yeah.